Hey, howdy. Welcome to Bejeweled 2.
Welcome back.
The second Bejeweled, as the name would sort of imply. So this is basically... Now, start a new game.
Go.
We're not quite at the point where these games are incredibly fun, but this is certainly one that I'm willing to put a decent amount of time into, because it's charming, if nothing else. And I mean, it's Bejeweled, right? How can you mess up Bejeweled? Even when I was playing Sweet Tooth to Go, that was still, like, passably fun.
Level complete.
Please keep... Okay, good. I'm sorry, I'm kind of sparse for commentary today. I'm kind of just thinking. Well, that is just a real ass picture of a beach.
Level complete. Get ready.
So I was thinking,
Excellent.
I don't know, because Tukey is going to be very boring today. I have an idea for what I might do, but I also am thinking I might not do Tukey today. I think I will do Tukey today. But I have something else planned that is neither Tukey nor PopCap. Because since it's the summer, I've had quite a lot of time to myself. And I have not just been doing this. I've been honing my skills in other departments. Very weird departments, I will say.
Level complete. Get ready.
To be more specific, Isaac modding. Because I had this wild and crazy idea ages ago about a potential Isaac mod that I could make. That is an open world Humaniki-esque thing. That really pushes the limits of what Isaac's engine is capable of. I don't know how big it would be, I don't know how I would even do it in the first place, but it's just an idea that's stuck in my brain basically since I went to go visit my grandparents. And I think I want to do it. Again, I don't know how past a certain point, but I'm sure as hell gonna try.
Level complete.
I don't know how far I'm gonna go with this.
Get ready.
I think I do what I normally do, and I just go until I run out of moves, and then I do a round of the speed mode, and then I do... I don't know how long of the endless mode. I guess it would depend on my time at that point. I appreciate this game for its very simple pleasures. Again, I mentioned it in the Sweet Tooth video that it's nice to have a game that's very open about what it wants to do. Because with the rise of the live service model of game, it's become a lot easier for developers to be parasitic on their player base. Like, not necessarily selling them a game so much as selling them, not a drug, that seems like a kind of an overstep. They're selling them a battle pass instead of selling them a game, is what it feels like. And I feel like the live service model is mainly to blame for that. As is Fortnite. Fortnite and PUBG for, you know, making the world realize how wildly successful that kind of a model could be. But I was watching Grapefruit review the games that he streamed, which I guess is why I'm thinking about Fortnite, because that was one of the games that he was talking about. But honestly, I don't even get the enjoyment that he gets out of it, because he got a kind of enjoyment out of it just because of how hyper... It seemed sort of, I guess it is the same sort of enjoyment that I got out of, like, the mint chocolate cover, what is it, like the mint chocolate covered Oreo Flash game? Or it was just so absurd and hyper commercial that I just couldn't help but laugh at it a little bit. And I suppose for that, I did laugh quite a bit at it. But I just don't get that out of Fortnite. Or a lot of those games, really. If I had the ability to just step back and laugh at it a little bit more, I feel like I'd enjoy it more, but I don't know. Something about it has always just rubbed me the wrong way. Do I fault the people who do play it? No, of course not. But do I personally want to play it? No, never. That's just the way it rolls. And hell, I feel like roguelikes have a danger of falling into that same trap of not selling someone a game so much as selling them a lifestyle. Because roguelikes are designed to be addictive. They're designed to get you to come back because you get on full display how powerful your runs can be. Because every once in a while you will just get a run that pops. You're not even entirely sure what it is at first, but you just get a run and it just goes insane. You get all the right synergies, you do well on all the bosses, despite the fact you haven't seen half of the bosses before. And maybe you win that run, or maybe you lose it. But from then on, you know that it's possible. The reason why that scares me a little bit is that obviously that's, in a sense, that's called good game design. But what scares me is that what a lot of live service games have been found to do is to artificially create that sense. To make the first few matches guaranteed to put you against low-level opponents so that you have that little epiphany of, damn, this is what happens when everything goes right. Only to take it away from you more and more in subsequent matches. My fear is that in the wrong hands, the roguelike genre could do exactly that, but 100 times worse. Let me explain. Suppose that you have a roguelike, and in the first run of that oh, what was the name of that game? The game with Uncle Death. It was the one where every time you died, you had to pay $1 to build your next character. I forget its name off the top of my head. I remember watching a video essay on it ages ago. Okay, let's do action mode. It's like No Time to Die, something like that. Whatever. Well, what I'm getting at is, there's a game like that implements a freemium option into a roguelike. And my fear is that you combine together all the properties that makes a battle royale and a live service game suck in a player, and then use those same strategies when designing a roguelike. And suddenly you have a recipe for a truly addictive game that shows on full display, literally rigging the system to show the player the best possible outcome, and then reverting straight back to average Joe, middle-of-the-road RNG, nothing special, but you know that there's something better. But if that were engineered, that could be very destructive. Has it been engineered yet? Not to my knowledge. I don't believe any game has done that yet. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe Isaac does it. I don't freaking know. Based on all the stuff that I've done revolving around Isaac, I feel like that answer is no. All that talk of the troll engine and stuff like that is completely bogus. It's just confirmation bias. But supposing that something like that actually did exist, well, you know. Not only would it create the same psychological dilemma of you are emotionally manipulating people into... or you are psychologically manipulating people, rather, into playing your game over and over again, expecting a positive outcome when you've rigged the scales, like a casino does with its slot machines. But I fear that it would also be very, very effective. Like a slot machine. There's a reason why slot machines have been basically unchanged for a very long time. Slot machines are as effective as they are because of that psychological component. It doesn't matter if it's digital or if it's fully mechanical. the core principles remain the same. You see, either from television or from, like, while you're there, you might see someone win, and you walk up and go, okay, I'll bite. And then you win. And by that I mean you break even. But you want more, because you feel like you could go positive. If you really get lucky, if you give it enough tries, you'll eventually go positive. And then you can walk out with your winnings. And you gradually go more and more negative, or break even over and over again, as it sucks more and more money out of you, as it sucks more and more playtime out of you. The lines are drawn very similarly. And again, if used improperly, that could be highly addictive and frankly dangerous at that rate. But I'm getting extremely preachy, mainly because it's past midnight and I'm very tired. Huh. Also, something else that I noticed is, I forget the name of the game. It was like Sonic Superstars or something like that. New Sonic game got announced. Very similar ilk as Sonic Origins, but more to the beat, less of like, okay, it's just Sonic but with cutscenes, and more closely resembling Kirby's Return to Dreamland, or New Super Mario Bros. I don't know how good it will be, because obviously all I've seen is the trailer. And if Sonic the Hedgehog 4 is anything to go off of, a game can have a decent trailer and still come out looking like a shiny turd.
Level complete.
That was pretty cool.
Get ready.
But I've kind of just been brainstorming that idea. Will I eventually do it? Yeah, I think so. How will I do it? Your guess is as good as mine, but I'm sure as hell gonna try. And I'm slowly gonna try and build up my intuition for Isaac modding over time. Because I've already done, I know that I can make items, I know that I can make trinkets, and I know that I can make changes to things that aren't bounded by a single trinket or item. Like I could just write a function that does something every in-game update. And it'll work when I go into the game. I could just have something that replaces all enemies with flies. And that'll work. I could have something that makes it so that while I'm holding a certain item, when I walk into a room, every enemy turns into a fly. From then on, there's a few more things that I need to implement, and that is custom floors, or at least custom tile sets. In some form or fashion, custom enemies, or enemies in air quotes. At the very least, custom props. Because this is Yumaniki, after all. If I were to make a game that's similar in structure to Yumaniki, well, you know, I wouldn't want enemies, but I would certainly want NPCs. NPCs that maybe, like, walk up to you and burble some nonsense if you get too close to them. I'm at a loss. There you are. Alright, I give. Move on from here. By letting the bar fill go down all the way. There you go.
A new high score.
Wow. How are we doing for time? 20 minutes already. Damn. I say we do puzzle next. Yeah, this is the thing that I remember.
Go.
This is actually very cool. Not only is it Bejeweled with gravity, it's also puzzle, but it's like puzzle gravity Bejeweled. It's like Tetris Attack.
Puzzle solved.
It's gonna be a lot of me banging my head against a wall after a certain point.
Puzzle solved. Warp drive ready.
Warp drive. Oh, I see. Warp drive. I was about to say, like, really, warp drive.
World complete.
What do you mean by warp drive? Ah, cool. And then using power gems and these. What is... Oh, okay, I see. That's very cool.
Puzzle solved.
Huh. There we go.
Puzzle solved.
That's cool. Okay. Maybe like this? No. I think this, all the way up to here is correct. Huh. Oh.
Puzzle solved.
Okay, so that goes there.
Warp drive ready.
This is interesting. Oh, okay, so that's not the right move.
World complete.
Oh, okay. And the next world is probably going to be hypercubes, huh? Yeah. Very cool. Oh, that didn't count? Really? It was too hasty.
Puzzle solved.
Obviously, it's not that. Weird. Oh my god, it was. Weird. Yeah, undo. Yeah, so it's still solvable from this point. Undo maybe this first.
Puzzle solved.
Okay. Oh, I love this. This isn't even really a puzzle. This is kind of just cool.
Puzzle solved.
Oh, interesting.
Warp drive ready.
Huh. This needs to go over here somehow. There we go. Not solvable yet. Yeah, that makes sense. Not just these. Okay. And now red.
World.
Rocks. Interesting.
Go. Puzzle solved. Puzzle solved. solved.
Huh.
Drive ready.
Okay, I'm in turn brain off mode. I feel like that's my
World complete.
it's my cue to stop, but I'll check the next world just to see what the gimmick is, and then I'll stop. Yeah. But yeah, definite improvement over the first one. Do I like it more than Bejeweled 3? Absolutely not. Bejeweled 3 is still one of the best PopCap games I've played, but we're not going to get there for a long while. For now, this is probably the best one I've played so far. Either this or maybe like Bookworm, the original. But that's all I got for now, I think. Thanks for watching.